Any questions for me? Okay, last topic here, absolute value inequalities. Okay, so let's just go back to that simple example. Remember what we solved a few minutes ago was this, and you gave me two solutions. But this is not an inequality. This is an equation. Of course, absolute value. Now these two say something else. The equation said 2 and negative 2, correct? But the first inequality, this one says, find values of x whose distance from 0 is less than or equal to 2 units. So 2 units or less between I'm 0. Between negative 2 and in between negative 2 and 2. The second one says find numbers whose distance from 0 is 2 or more. 2 or more. The first one says 2 or less. They cannot overlap. The second one says 2 or more. So the solution for the first one is nice. And in interval notation, negative 2, 2. But the solution for the second one is not that nice. Is greater than or equal to 2 or less than or equal to negative 2. Make sure this is not included here. And the solution for this in interval notation has to use the union. Union. Negative infinity to negative 2, 2 to infinity. So one more time. The first one is nice, in between. The second one is not that nice. To the left of negative 2, union to the right of 2. Further away. 2 or less, in between. Further away, further away from negative 2, and further away from 2. Okay, let's practice. So here is the first one, number 80. In number 80, we have 5, the absolute value of 2x plus 1, minus 3 greater than or equal to 9. I wish I had more time in this class, less material, and more time to discuss things and go over things with you. This is what I wish. I mean, I wish I could just do 1 or 2 problems and then spend 10 minutes on you working on the problems so you can have more understanding. Walking out of this room, you have more. But I won't be able to finish. I won't even get to chapter 2 the entire semester. I wish I could. And I also always review before a test. I use the entire time. So basically tests are 3 tests, but I'm using 3 times 2, 6 classes just for tests. So that's why I want you to keep up with the pace and be able to do the homework so you can ask questions. Okay, and we will, I promise you, we will use an entire session to review for each test. Okay, so I'll say, I have 2 options here. It's either this or this, but I don't know which one. It's not cleaned up. It's not fully simplified. What do I do first? Yes, so I have 5, the absolute value of 2x plus 1 greater than or equal to 12. That was the first step. In the 2x plus 1 greater than or equal to 12 fifths. Now I can make a decision. Is it the easy one, the in between? Of course not, you're right. Or is the outside? Or is the outside? Since it is the outside, you're going to give me 2 inequalities to solve. And they are
2x plus 1 is greater than 12 over 5, and the other one's 2x plus 1 is less than 8 to negative 12, not bad.
Excellent. I couldn't have said it better. Thank you. Perfect. Is that clear? It's the outside. Greater than or equal to 12/5, but less than or equal to negative 12/5, and you cannot include anything between negative 12/5 and 12/5. Excellent. So I'm moving 1, it becomes negative, so I have 2x greater than 12/5 minus 5/5, which is 7/5. That's the 1. And now we multiply everything by 1/2. So x greater than or equal to 7 divided by 10. Multiply everything by 1/2. We will repeat the second one, same way. 2x less than or equal to negative 17/5. And I will multiply everything by 1/2 to get x less than or equal to negative 17/10. And now I'm waiting for you to give me the union.
Parentheses, negative infinity, comma, negative 7/10. Bracket, big Q for union, and bracket 7/10.
That's
comma,
it.
and positive.
Excellent. Good job. Very good job. Okay, so let's look at 64. Any questions for me before we look at 64? 64. In 64, we have 3x plus 5 in absolute value, less than 17. Completely cleaned up. I just need to put it in the correct category. Is it the in-between category or the outside category?
In between.
In between. It's less than. Less than 17 units. So if it's the in-between, how would you translate it into simple inequality? Exactly the same. Exactly. Negative 17 less than 3x plus 5 less than 17, of course. That's the easy one, a chain. So now tell me, what will you do next? Remember, we are trying to solve for x. We want x in the middle. Just x alone in the middle. So we will subtract 5. Awesome. That's the first step from all 3 sides. Well done. Subtract 5 from all 3 sides. So minus 5 from all 3 sides. So that's negative 22 less than 3x less than 12.
Then divide off 30 by 30.
We divide everything by 3. Negative 22 thirds less than x less than 4. There are no equal symbols, so you will give me parentheses. And then we have to write something in front so we know it's not an ordered pair. Yes, negative 22 thirds and 4. You see the difference? Let's analyze this difference for a second. This one here was the absolute value less than a number. This one here was the absolute value greater than a number. Greater than a number, 2 separate, and the union symbol. Less than a number, very nice, chain, 1 interval. We see the difference?